and then been resurrected to die again and again until the heat death of the universe.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact. And it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're diving back into r/NeckbeardStories. Actually, it comes from my personal subreddit, r/ReddX reads, but it was cross-posted to Neckbeard Stories. I don't know what the difference. You know what it do. I explain this every time. It's GuitarBeard, part number 5. I just couldn't stay away. Now that we got the Ramtide saga all wrapped up, I'm looking for some new Neckbeard stories to shuffle into the rotation. We got 2 Legbeard stories. Ideally, I'd like to have 2 Neckbeard stories going side by side, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I think Hulkbeard will probably take the place of the Ramtide stories, unless Ramtide gets started on those Osgood tales, which I'm quite looking forward to as well. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. Today, we're here to talk about GuitarBeard. After a disastrous trip to the beach with his friend, GuitarBeard's still trying to swoop his friend's lady love. She showed up at the door all drunk and stuff, and I'm sure it's not gonna go well, but I guess we'll just see how bad that it can possibly go, as we usually do. So let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Neckbeard Stories cringe. GuitarBeard, Episode 5. Oh, how the webs turn and the tables weave. Oh, how the turntables. Welcome back, user Ethan Ralph is fat. I gotta call him out every time because I still love that damn username. Welcome to episode number 5 of the GuitarBeard saga. Previous episodes are in the link if you'd like to check those out. This also serves double duty as part 2 of the Betrayal arc. When we last left off, GuitarBeard and I had returned from a regrettable beach outing for Chastity's birthday. Chastity is Harry Potter's girlfriend. I'm sure we'll get into it. Emotions ran high, and gaslighting had indeed begun. Then, in the middle of the night, Chastity arrived at our doorstep, drunk as hell, half a bottle of Fireball clenched in one hand, and crying hysterically. This poor girl. I felt so bad for her in the last episode. Let's see if my sympathy holds up through this one. If you need to catch up on parts 1 through 4, though, I will provide links. Yes, links to the wonderful ReddX who's been narrating all of this. Please give him a listen if you get the chance. I do thank you for the shameless plug. God damn! I think that's the reason that the channel has grown so big, so fast. We're coming up on 14K subscribers, which is just madness, honestly. I never expected it to go as fast as it has. Anywho, here comes the cast. OP, edgy pseudo-goth who eats a lot of psychedelics, growing increasingly pissed with GuitarBeard's antics, and soon to be middleman of a reign of chaos. Ooh, intriguing. GB is GuitarBeard, a twiggy-looking manipulative weasel who gets by through the pity that he can inspire in those around him. We've seen it before. Smells of stale grease, baby gravy, and old socks. Fancies himself a good musician. Slowly becoming the bane of my existence. That's right, gotta bring the hammer down on him. Get him out. HP is Harry Potter. Chastity's on-again, off-again sociopathic boyfriend, about as smart and perceptive as a box of rocks, and a quote-unquote friend to GuitarBeard. Chastity, a girl with a tragic backstory which led her to a path of bad choices in friends. One of the few people who has a good ending throughout all of this. Currently has a coke problem, a drinking problem, and is soon to add codeine to that list. The poor prey of Harry Potter and GuitarBeard. Ugh, why are you doing this to yourself, Chastity? God, I'd like to dig into her backstory and see what's going on there, but maybe another time. Annie is OP's sister, absolute nutter who tries hard to care about everyone, but runs on a short fuse. God, this sounds kind of like my wife. Absolutely great sister to have around when the madness has gripped one's world. While some flee from burning buildings, she is the girl who likes to dance in the ashes. But she did save like a baby kitten from the burning building first, right? So she can dance in the ashes. Maybe that's what she's dancing about. Who knows? So as I was saying, there Chastity stood, drunk and crying, at our door. Once it was opened, she, much like GuitarBeard, just invited herself in and hugged GuitarBeard, much to his delight. Chastity, Harry Potter broke up with me. He said I ruined my own birthday. GuitarBeard,
There. It's okay. Why don't you come in and tell me about it?
he said, stroking her back and leading her to our armchair. He was barely able to hide his disgusting smile. He finally had Chastity alone, vulnerable, and in the apartment. I already don't like where this is going, man. Please pump the brakes, OP. Do something! GuitarBeard,
OP, why don't you go to your room so we can have some privacy?
he said, giving me a look of both command and pleading. What do you call that emotion? Where you're trying to put off some big dick energy, but you're also simultaneously begging? I don't know that there's a word for it, but whatever. Not important. Chastity says, no, he can stay. GuitarBeard,
Are you sure? He doesn't mind leaving us alone.
GuitarBeard volunteered for me. He wasn't wrong. This amount of drunken crying was really beyond the pale for me. On the other hand, I knew GuitarBeard, and I personally wanted to watch this nightmare unfold. Call it morbid curiosity. Well, we call it research where I come from, but yeah, I guess morbid curiosity about covers it too. So OP says, no, I'm good right here. What's going on, Chastity? Chastity, Harry Potter broke up with me. He said I was a bitch at my own party and I ruined it for him. Oh, God. What an insufferable douche, dude. It's her party. She'll cry if she wants to, all right? Just making it all about himself as usual. He told me he deserves better. He keeps saying I need help and that until I get it, he doesn't want to see me. GuitarBeard,
Wow, what a douche.
Chastity, he is. And he doesn't even care that I'm hurting. Is it okay if I stay here tonight? GuitarBeard, probably ecstatic at this point.
Absolutely, it's okay. Right, OP?
OP, yeah, sure. Just don't make too much of a racket. Bro, offer to pay for a hotel room for her or something. Get her out of the beard's clutches. This is gonna go so bad. There was a long interchange, consisting mostly of GuitarBeard and Chastity, mostly made up of insulting Harry Potter, who honestly does deserve it, and GuitarBeard throwing in tiny, awkward flirtations, such as,
Oh, you're beautiful, and you deserve someone better, and you need a man who will treat you right.
read, not GuitarBeard. I rolled my eyes at this progression of cringe on GuitarBeard's behalf. I had started smoking a joint and was sort of tuning in and out at the weird, disconnected conversation that they were currently having. Chastity was spilling her guts, and GuitarBeard was trying his best to lay down some game. Neither of them truly connecting, both just waiting for their turn to talk. At some point, Chastity's phone started blowing up. It was Harry Potter, of course. After drunkenly looking at her phone, she stood up and declared, Chastity, I'm so sick of this fucking phone and all his bullshit. She wound up ready to throw her phone against the wall, and I bolted up to stop it from hitting the wall. And I took the phone to the chest with a decent amount of force. Why you keep trying to save her phone, OP? She is making these decisions. Just let her live with them, I guess. She would regret it the next day, though, when she got to go buy a new phone. OP says, can you stop trying to destroy stuff? I said this, picking up her phone and putting the battery back in before handing it to her. Chastity, I'm sorry, I'm just so stressed with everything that's going on. I just don't know what to do with myself. OP, well, take your anger out on something that deserves it. The phone didn't do anything to you. GuitarBeard,
She can break her phone if she wants. It's her property.
I mean, I kind of agree with GuitarBeard on that singular point. But I know he's only saying that because he doesn't want her running back to Harry Potter. Chastity says, no, he's right. It's expensive and I should just turn it off. Eventually, things did calm down. We were actually having a decent conversation about just normal, everyday shit for once. Thank God. Then my phone began going off. Turns out I had to do my job. Let's call it sales. Yeah, I was in sales. I think me and OP could have been very good friends. Or not really friends, but I would have been a very good client. So I left to hop into my client's car when they arrived and take a couple of loops around the block. It was fun talking to someone else at that point. The whole day had been drama, and I only did business with people that I vibed with. Like I said, we'd probably have a very strong business relationship. Once our transaction was complete, I headed back home. I walked in and saw two things. The first was Chastity's shattered phone on our carpet. Yeah, goddamn, you just leave him alone for a second. Second, I saw that Chastity and GuitarBeard were snuggled up on the couch. Both were drinking, but Chastity's drinking was being encouraged by GuitarBeard, by which I mean he was literally taking a glass and feeding her liquor. The memory of the house party flashed through my mind like a lightning bolt. Yes, indeed. This is about the one and only play in his playbook. Get the other woman completely smashed to the point that she can't refuse, aka rape. And I did see a comment that pointed out how ironic it was that neither him nor Harry Potter believed that Chastity could have been assaulted at a frat party when he assaulted somebody at a party in just the episode before all of this started to unravel. Oh my god, I can't think about it. It's going to drive me nuts. Please, OP, put a stop to this now. OP says, everything okay? I said this to the room as a whole, but I actually meant it directly towards Chastity. Chastity, yeah, everything's fine. GuitarBeard,
Yeah, we're just getting comfortable, OP.
Then they begin whispering and giggling to each other, and despite my concern, I decided to go to bed. Oh god, I'm so torn. Really, you want to fix the situation, but yeah, how can you save somebody from themselves? And would you sacrifice your own physical well-being and mental health to do so? Ah, god, man. This is the deepest sort of cringe. This is soul cringe. Soul-crushing cringe. I knew for a fact that GuitarBeard didn't have anything to spike her with other than alcohol, and while there was a chance for not great things, I wasn't about to fight GuitarBeard about it if she said that everything was okay. Later that night, I was awoken by the sounds of sex. Oh no! GuitarBeard was howling like a wounded harp seal. It was the most awkward fucking sound in the entire world. Part of me considered checking in to make sure Chastity wasn't unconscious, but I just wanted to sleep. I honestly didn't know how to broach the possibility of GuitarBeard doing something sinister in the other room. I knew his history, and I had reason to be concerned. I just didn't know how to go about dealing with a possible issue. Thankfully, it was consensual, as was later confirmed by Chastity. I will admit, though, in that moment, my blood fucking ran cold. Well, thank you for clarifying that nice and early, OP, because that is not something that I think I could handle. I definitely still feel bad for Chastity from bouncing from beard to beard, but as long as it's consensual, you know, okay, whatever, you're a grown adult. go ahead and make some bad decisions if you want to. What am I supposed to say about that? All right. The following morning came as I awoke at the crack of 1 in the afternoon. Just makes sense to start your day at 1, OP. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of shit. I used to have a joke like that when I did stand-up. It never performed very well, but I liked it. I went to the bathroom and then walked out into the living room to see a rather depressed-looking GuitarBeard. He was sitting on the floor, staring down into a cheap bottle of wine. OP, something wrong, GuitarBeard? GuitarBeard.
It's nothing.
OP, are you sure? Doesn't look like nothing. You look like you've been crying. GuitarBeard.
Well, me and Chastity hooked up last night. It was great, but this morning she talked to Harry Potter, and they decided to get back together. So now things will be awkward between us, and I just want her to leave him and be with me.
OP, well, that sucks. Are you at least happy that you finally lost your virginity by plying an innocent young woman with alcohol, but that last part went unspoken? GuitarBeard.
It's not about that. I'm the superior male, and she went back to that monster. He doesn't even believe that she was assaulted.
Pause. GuitarBeard is the superior male, the self-admitted beta. What does that make Harry Potter? Like the Delta? The Sigma male? Does it go that deep? I have no idea. OP, last time I checked, you didn't believe that she was assaulted either. GuitarBeard.
Oh, I was just telling Harry Potter that to get him to fuck up with Chastity. I was feeding into his delusions. I'm like 5 steps ahead of him.
OP doesn't have much to say about that. Okay then, hope you feel better, I said, leaving the apartment to head out for some breakfast. I had a hankering for some Denny's, and I didn't want to watch a grown man cry, even if he was a neckbeard. I then pondered the conundrum that lay before me. I tried to unravel the 4-dimensional zero-gravity chess game that GuitarBeard was playing. So, in GuitarBeard's mind, he was manipulating Harry Potter to get to Chastity. But Chastity went back to Harry Potter anyways. Even though he doesn't have the girl, he somehow thinks that he is still 5 steps ahead of Harry Potter. Chastity is just kinda lost in the world right now, and just kinda revenge-fucked GuitarBeard as a fuck you to Harry Potter for saying that she cheated and for breaking up with her. And yeah, because Harry Potter is also a fucking douche. I tried to unravel this ball of yarn for quite a while. I came to the conclusion that it was an absolute mess. A powder keg. And sooner than later, it was going to go off. Now, here's something that you need to know about me. I like to poke at things. Very Ram-Tide vibes. This is why I often describe myself as edgy. I am an enabler. I will literally let people self-destruct. Maybe even encourage it in a way. I will do my best to try and help them avert their imminent self-destruction, but should my best efforts fail, I am also beyond happy to sit back and watch a train wreck. So I fuckled my seatbelt? Is that a typo? God damn, I'm gonna slip that into my vocabulary whether it is or not. It got ready for the collision. As I entered the building, I could hear GuitarBeard singing way too loud. As I opened the door and prepared to tell him to keep it the fuck down, he drunkenly greeted me. And OP writes OP, but I'm pretty sure he means GuitarBeard.
I'm writing a song for Chastity. Do you want to hear it?
I didn't, but apparently the train wreck was starting without me, and I was already all fuckled up. Now we know it's not a typo. I love it. So I obliged him, and I listened to the painful lyrics that were more or less an open admittance of love. I told him that it needed some work, and I regretted that immediately. He began working on this song for far too many hours a day. If cringe could kill, I would have died instantaneously, and then been resurrected to die again and again until the heat death of the universe. Bro, if cringe could kill, then that might explain everything about this channel. I have literally died and gone to heaven. All of my dreams have come true. And I love it. Please resurrect me to die again. Thank you so much. Even then, when nothing was left in the universe, the cringe of GuitarBeard's song would still echo throughout the multiverse of realities that had somehow outlived our own. That is how bad it was. Heavy. Could you possibly share some lyrics or recreate it? I'll totally sing it in a Neckbeard voice. Then the day came. About a week later, it was time for him to perform his epic ballad for Chastity herself. Oh, God. He asked me to drive him to her place. I had finally bought a car around this time, and I was filled with the giddiness of a child on Christmas. I was also filled with an impending second-hand cringe, but either way, I had to see the train wreck all the way through. We arrived, and he positioned himself outside her first-floor apartment window. It was like something out of a fucking 80s movie. That one 80s movie. You know what I'm talking about. Then his siren cacophony filled the air. After playing it twice, Harry Potter and Chastity both came outside. A look of rage on the face of Harry Potter, and a look of absolute disbelief on Chastity's face. Harry Potter: "What the fuck are you doing here?" GuitarBeard:
"I'm declaring my love for Chastity."
Harry Potter: "You're fucking what?" GuitarBeard:
"Chastity, I'm in love with you. Please be with me."
Harry Potter:
"That's my fucking girlfriend. Why are you doing this? We've been friends since grade school."
GuitarBeard:
"Well, you treat her like shit, and she deserves better."
Harry Potter:
"She doesn't want to be with you. We've been through this before."
GuitarBeard:
"Then why did she have sex with me?"
Uh-oh. There was a palpable silence in the air. Apparently, there were skeletons in closets. And GuitarBeard had decided to dredge all of them up. Harry Potter spun to Chastity.
"You had sex with him?"
Chastity: "Well, we were broken up and he was there for me." Harry Potter:
"Fuck you! I don't want to hear any more. And you wonder why I don't believe your story about the fraternity."
Harry Potter then turned his rage onto GuitarBeard. He closed in and got right into GuitarBeard's face.
"You had sex with my girlfriend!"
GuitarBeard:
"She wasn't your girlfriend at the time, and she loved it."
Then it happened. Harry Potter threw a punch and hit GuitarBeard directly in the mouth. Beard fight! It's my favorite. We've only seen it a couple times before. I think once in the Ramtide saga, maybe in Bootbeard if you count that, but it's always a pleasure. GuitarBeard responded in kind by throwing his guitar aside and tackling Harry Potter. This resulted in the world's worst exhibition of MMA-style ground game. These two scrawny losers grappling each other for the whole world to see. After about 2 minutes, they were upright, again out of breath and red in the face from so much exertion. Harry Potter had locked GuitarBeard in a headlock that was basically all wrong, and GuitarBeard uselessly punched at Harry Potter's back. Eventually, they broke apart and just stood staring at each other. Very winded, but still trying to look as intimidating as possible. Chastity was crying on the steps, and I was loving every second of these goobers going at it. Yeah, egg 'em on. That's just round one. Take a breather, boys, and then go back at it. I'm trying to capture this for World Star. Is World Star still a thing? God, I think I just aged myself about 20 years. Harry Potter said,
You're a fucking snake in the grass.
GuitarBeard.
Well, at least I know how to treat a lady.
They huffed at each other, and that's when I stepped in. OP. Okay, that's enough. Quit this bullshit before the neighbors notice and both of you go to jail. Harry Potter, go to 10 to chastity, or don't. I really don't care. GuitarBeard, get in the car. We are going. GuitarBeard.
I still need to talk to Chastity, though.
Harry Potter.
You're never gonna talk to her again.
OP. GuitarBeard, I will call the cops myself. Come the fuck on. This has gone so far past embarrassing. And with that, GuitarBeard grabbed his guitar and flipped off Harry Potter as he walked away. I'm sure in his mind this looked really cool, but in reality, it looks lame as fuck when your shoulders are heaving because you're out of breath and on the edge of tears. On the way home, of course, the wheels started chugging their way along in GuitarBeard's head once again. Slowly though they turned, they definitely did continue to turn. GuitarBeard.
Why would she not tell Harry Potter we had sex, but she told him about the assault?
OP. Maybe because one is a traumatic event and the other is something that she wanted to, I don't know, keep a secret. GuitarBeard.
No, it has to be something else. Like, maybe she's afraid of how in love with me she is.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's been this whole time.
And that's why she ran back to Harry Potter. Or maybe the assault was a lie because she told him and the sex with me was real, so she lied. That makes sense, right?
No. None of this fucking makes sense. But okay, whatever helps you sleep at night, bro. OP, do you have a concussion? A valid question. GuitarBeard.
What do you mean?
OP, I'm just making sure you're okay, buddy. Oh, God, I love that exchange. I didn't have the wherewithal to process his weird mind after the spectacle that I had just paid witness to, and on some level, I felt kind of bad for the part that I played in spurring it on. I wasn't the guy that I was back in high school, where such a thing would have amused me for days. I had some empathy now, and I knew catalyzing that confrontation was wrong. I did feel some sense of catharsis, though. GuitarBeard was becoming an ever-growing pain right in my ass, and this felt to me, at least, like some semblance of justice. Yeah, he deserves what he gets. I don't feel bad for this guy anymore. Now, I wish I could say that this was the end of the situation. I wish I could say that everyone just went their separate ways and nothing bad ever happened again. Yeah, that would be a lie, though. Now, what happened next, I will relay in rather broad strokes. See, what happened was basically an endless cycle of Harry Potter breaking up with Chastity, who would then rebound onto GuitarBeard, and then Harry Potter would take her back, leaving GuitarBeard in the cold. This would result in GuitarBeard crying and drinking more than usual. This happened several times. Later on, I would find out that Chastity wasn't 100% sure why she kept on doing this. She told me that she thinks it was her trying to reclaim her sexuality after what had happened to her. I'm inclined to believe that that is a reasonable explanation, but drugs and alcohol were heavily in the mix with her decision-making, probably also due in no small part to her trauma, and therefore definitive answers as to why this went down this way are really hard to come by. Feel free to theorize for yourself in the comments. What I do know is one night when GuitarBeard was left in the wind, he got very drunk and was crying. That night, my sister Annie was over, and she attempted to console GuitarBeard. Oh, God, he's going to glom onto her. Just watch. Annie, hey, sounds like you're being toyed around with. You should really just cut her loose. GuitarBeard,
But I'm in love with her. I can't just forget about her.
Annie, well, yeah, of course. Love hurts, but you don't want to keep hurting yourself, right? GuitarBeard,
If I end up with chastity, it'll all be worth it, though.
Annie, but could you trust her if you ended up with her? Ooh, asking the real questions. Would you not worry about her doing this to you again and again? Shit like this does not just go away. GuitarBeard,
What would you know, you whore?
oh God, that came out of left field. Okay, the road to hell is indeed paved with good intentions.
It's easy for you to get any guy you want. Men have to try harder than women.
My sister was a lot like our mother. She just pursed her lips together, a facial expression passed down through the generations, a facial expression that I know all too well. It signaled the end of reason. She said, I'm sorry you're so upset. Please refrain from calling me a whore, though. I'm trying to help. I understand that you're drunk and sad, but that's no excuse, GuitarBeard.
I don't need your help, you whore.
Jesus Christ, dude. He is just belligerent. What a horrible human.
You have a husband. You're set for life. You don't know anything about dating, because you're just a whore who sold out for a nice life. Now why don't you go slut it up with your husband and leave me alone?
I saw my sister rise from the armchair, probably ready to bite off GuitarBeard's ear. So I went and got between them. OP, Annie, why don't you go home? I'll call you tomorrow. Now she whispered to me, Annie, are you going to deal with him? OP, in my own way. One behind the ear, old yeller him right now. It's the kindest way, honestly. Annie said, I want details. Her expression flipped like a switch. Is Annie Adelaide? Is this Ramtide's alt account? Annie said, I'll leave you to your thoughts, GuitarBeard. Have a great night. She then left. I turned on GuitarBeard and tried to restrain my anger. OP, don't you ever call my sister a whore again. I'm not gonna warn you again. GuitarBeard,
What are you gonna do about it?
OP, I will beat the shit out of you until you beg me to stop, and then I'll beat you some more. I've seen you fight. You don't want me to get physical with you. GuitarBeard,
I'll call the cops if you lay a hand on me.
in my head, I knew I really couldn't afford to beat him down because of that exact reason. Such is the life of a salesman. So I came up with a new plan. I offered to buy him some liquor. I went to the liquor store and got him the strongest whiskey that they had. I brought it home and encouraged him to drink, while I let him continue to bitch about the same stuff over and over throughout the night. I kept urging him to drink the free whiskey, and he eventually apologized for his conduct with my sister. It was too late for apologies. He went after blood, and that is my shit switch. So I kept encouraging him to drink. Eventually, he was vomiting in the toilet. GuitarBeard,
You have to take me to the hospital. I think I have alcohol poisoning. Why did you let me drink so much?
OP, I'm not your fucking dad. Also, you don't have alcohol poisoning. GuitarBeard,
I still need to get my stomach stumped or something.
OP, it's okay. I can help. You're about ready to go pass out. Just go lay on the couch and I'll get you some stuff. Oh boy. I thought you were being too kind to him, but yeah, I'm sure here comes the twist. So GuitarBeard went and laid down on the couch, about ready to pass out in his drunken stupor. In my most convincing, concerned voice, I returned with all the blankets and sweaters and sheets and towels that I could possibly find in the house. OP, lay on your side, buddy. You don't want to throw up in your sleep. Now put on this sweater. And this one too. Okay, now wrap yourself in these sheets. GuitarBeard.
OP, what the hell is this?
OP, you need to sweat out the excess alcohol. See, alcohol is less dense than water. So this will get out all the extra alcohol, and you'll feel as good as new in the morning. He's gonna die of dehydration, bro. For those who don't know, do not do this to a person. It's not a great thing to do. You could legitimately hurt somebody. GuitarBeard didn't know this, though, and he drunkenly obliged to being mummified in every shred of cloth that I could find. After that, he rolled onto his side and fell asleep into his beardy slumber. Now let me ask you, dear reader, what do you get when you mix alcohol with excessive sweating? I think I answered that. Well, you get what you fucking deserve. But you also get dehydration. Such dehydration that you will vomit up any water that you try to drink. God damn, I didn't know it was like that. I knew it was bad, but not that bad. This was the situation that GuitarBeard found himself in the very next morning. GuitarBeard.
OP, I need to go to the hospital. I can't drink anything without vomiting. I think I'm dying. Why did you let me wrap myself in so many blankets?
That's right, dear readers. He thought he did that shit to himself. That is how blackout he was. OP, oh, you don't need to go to a hospital for that. You just need to put some water up your ass. If you boof it, it's free. GuitarBeard.
You're full of shit. This is serious.
OP, I am serious, GuitarBeard. This is what you do if someone can't drink water, but they're dehydrated. Plus, it's like $5 for all the stuff you need. We both know that you cannot afford the hospital. GuitarBeard.
Are you sure?
I just love this. Jesus Christ. OP, I swear on my life, buddy. I love how he calls him buddy. I'll head to the pharmacy real quick and grab the supplies for you. Oh, what a good friend OP is. Now, this is something that actually works. You can absorb water rectally in cases of dehydration that prevent drinking water. This is actually a thing. And all it takes is a rubber hose, some Vaseline, some water, and a device that you can get to squeeze all that water up your ass. This has become a recurring theme on the channel, and I'm not quite sure what that is. After I came home, GuitarBeard staggered to the bathroom, and about 30 minutes later, I heard him screaming from the bathroom. GuitarBeard.
The water doesn't stay in.
OP, you have to hold it in. Try leaving the hose up there. GuitarBeard.
But it kinda hurts.
OP, well, next time don't try to sweat out the alcohol, buddy. And that, my little limes, is how GuitarBeard received and conducted his first rectal rehydrations. We are through most of the betrayal arc and are now quite obviously moving into the revenge arc. The constant backstabbing between Harry Potter and GuitarBeard hasn't come to a head yet, but it is getting there. At around this point in time is when I began actively fucking with GuitarBeard. He owed me money. He was a nuisance, and most of all, he called my sister a whore. It was at this point in my time with GuitarBeard that I started fucking with him on a regular basis. finding new ways for him to either embarrass himself or hurt himself, or sometimes the double whammy, doing both. I never put the man's life in danger as far as I know, but water up the ass is not the worst fate that he incurred. Oh God! We got a couple of revenge stories coming up. One from the GuitarBeard saga, one from GuitarBeard, both of the initials GB, which I find pretty weird. So we'll be feasting on some beard revenge quite soon. And yes, indeed, soon OP would acquire a new ally in the quest for revenge. An unexpected ally at that. Oh, is it his sister? Is it Chastity? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Still so many questions, though. Who will win Chastity's heart? Will GuitarBeard develop a fondness for boofing water? Does Harry Potter ever get his just desserts? Will there ever be an installment of this story that is lighthearted and fun? Stick around and find out. Oh, and here's some bonus content. Hey! Some people have commented on these posts asking reasonable questions, so I thought I'd do a brief FAQ for everyone. Any narrators out there who read this, you can use this part or leave it out, up to you. Well, I like them beefy videos, so we're gonna leave it in. Question 1. How do you remember all this? How do you remember the conversations? Answer. I want you to think back to something cringy that you did or said. Maybe it was secondhand cringe. Can you remember it? How vividly do you remember it? I bet you remember it pretty well, or have blocked it out completely. I did not block it out, and that is how I remember all of this. The whole saga was basically an entire lifetime of cringe packed into just a couple of years. While conversations may not be verbatim, they are accurate to the attitudes and personalities of the people in this story and follow what was actually said. This experience in my life was very formative to my current state of being. A person doesn't get fooled twice, unless you're dealing with GuitarBeard. I got fooled enough during all of this for an entire lifetime. Maybe there will come a day where these experiences aren't so formative to me, but as of today, they are still a huge part of how I developed into who I am. Question 2. How can you remember anything if you're always high? Answer. Great question. I should clarify this. I never took any amount of any drug that was greater than my ability to function and maintain functionality. Well, okay, that's not true, but usually if I was going to be around people, the amount of substances I took was kept at a reasonable level for the situation. I did not like losing control. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of losing control either, but I do think that some things that happened when I was high are extra seared into my brain because I was on drugs at the time. Question 3, how did you deal with this for so long? Answer, GuitarBeard was a friend, and like many people who post about their neckbeard experiences, I have a hard time turning my back on a friend, even the extremely shitty ones. And you'll be happy to hear that it is a problem that I no longer have. Question 4, pineapple on pizza? Answer, this question is about as important as pirates versus ninjas. Pirates versus ninjas was at least fun to theorize about. I'm more of a fan of Pirates, Vikings, and Knights. You know that game on Steam? It's free. Check it out. God damn, dude. I absolutely loved the Neckbeard fight. I didn't think the story could get any better after that, and then it definitely did with boofing the water. Like, oh my God. And for you to say that this is just the beginning, that is so beautiful. My mouth is watering. I am absolutely salivating at the thought of another entry of GuitarBeard. OP did say in the Discord that GuitarBeard never does truly learn his lesson, but I think that speaks more to his idiocy, his own stubbornness, than OP's lack of trying, because when you get somebody to stick a rubber hose up their own ass, I think, you could say that you tried your best. I've done all I can do here. Well, the rest is up to you. God, it still makes me laugh. What a great entry. Super beefy episode. Again, apologies to my editor, but god damn. This is one that I was more than happy to sink my teeth into today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. Maybe share the episode around because everybody should hear this, honestly. I truly believe that 100%. I also hope you might check out those links in the description, all kinds of plugs and, playlists if you're looking for a different flavor from the channel. We've also got my social medias, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Oh yeah, come on through, say hello, I would appreciate it. Oh, and I can't forget to mention my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons over on Patreon. That link also in the description. I would like to thank them all as I do every video, so thank you very much. Robert Waits, Baron Von Waggy Pants, River, TSM Kirby, USMC, Aaron W, Twisted Child, Delicious Jelly Donut, Candy Sora, Cinema Susie, Fatboy Shrimp, Fire Drake, Gigglebot, Latin, Livison, Mr. Anime Manga Fan, Murik, Silent Revolver, Zero MMX, Magdalene Marshall, Thornrose, Captain Clown Show, Cherish Kitsune, Little Lone Wolf, Vanilla Mel, Rouse Tower, Satori, Anunnaki, Babsy-kun, Caustic Fox, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Aaron Lennox, Fisher Diggy, Gypsy, Hadrian BR, Heathcliff, A Pimp Named J Crisp, JM Coon, Jerry, John Hero, Simboofa, because if you boof it, it's free, as we learned in this episode. Miss Monday, Lexi Lives JoJo, Lord Lionel, Lori Ellis, Jackets Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, Mirthful Baker, Mr. J, my boy Nat One Nick, Lady Nix, Orgami Steve, Phantom of the Pines, Katykins, Elizabeth, Sidestep, Puggy, Rosemary Miller, hey, that's a new one. Welcome to the fold, Rosemary. Cider Drinker, Serrated Ass, Siegfried Staples, Yeet, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tapioca Boogaloo, Tato Ferret, Teddy the Police, That Duck and Bug, The One True Fusky, Treeberg, Womack, Zero Blacktail, Kira M, Kitzikin, Redwin, Goose Says Honk, Leon Embers, Naga Viper, Saints Blessing, John Indoors, Normal Joe, Amara, A-Roxers, Banished Knight, hey, that's another new one. Welcome to the fold, glad to see ya. Barbushka's Irradiated Jam, and Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry. California Keto Girl, Chris Meska, Cinnamon Bunny Dog, Defon, Ghost of Alpha, KJW, Kajow, Crafty Kitty Cat, Life of a Guardian, Little Ann Woods, Mark 211, Maybe Next Time, Milk-Fed Gimp, Miss Duchess, Orgami Cam, Princess Rosalie, Ghosty, Raptor Art, Spoonie the Rogue, Steampunk Ellie, The Last Shinobi, and the Necro Babacan. Woo! I'm loving that patron list, man. Getting longer every time I turn around. Hot damn! Thank you guys so very much for supporting the channel in the way that you do. I do hope that some other people will consider joining up on the Patreon. It is nearing the end of the month, so now is the time to get it in if you want. If you can't do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I only want money from people who won't miss it. You know what I'm saying? And you did the most important thing. You tuned in, you listened to the video, and if you're listening to this part, then you're double extra MVP. Because viewer retention is very important on the YouTubes. I hope that you come on back and do the same thing again tomorrow. I would thank you quite heartily. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like, watching some more ReddX videos. I hope. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, friends, bye-bye.